coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now it's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Simmons, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. On play action, Young. Finding Sanders on the crossing route. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. Now Young. Short throw to Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and a couple.
70 range. Check go.
Here is Young. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Brooks is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Point after here coming up. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Play action. It's Herbert. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Simmons. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd and 12.
Let's go.
Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Looking to throw, Young. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harper. And he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd down and 8. Now Young. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Young off the play fake toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Commander defense able to hold. And a design QB run in that spot. Maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more. Saw it there. Did not work out. Turnover on downs. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From his own end zone, Herbert looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
He felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Pushes him over. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. From 8 yards out. And Washington has taken the lead. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Young to throw it.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harper. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they just get the play off. Now Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that 1st quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the 2nd quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here's Herbert.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 59 yards.
And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 3rd down, Young from the gun.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Go. Hey, Ram.
Herbert now. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
19 Lions.
Following the interception, Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Go.
Young to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Young. throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
To throw, Young.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Young here, you can see, changing the play.
18, Pioneer. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
2nd and 11 now.
Set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Simmons. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Shrugs him off, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Herbert has it knocked free.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
They'll try the left side. It's Simmons, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Go.
Now it's Herbert. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Check smash. Check smash.
Now here's Young. He finds his man, complete. That's Harper. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Young will set to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Young.
Got a man. That's Liggett.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
3rd down and 1.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Touchdown, Panthers.
Jalen Warren
From 4 yards out.
And the Panthers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll try the left side. Simmons.
And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 75 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Crowd right. Hey, go Lion. Hey, Ray.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simmons.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
That good for 19 and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. And keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They run the counter. Simmons. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And this one is right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 45-yard line. To the air once more, Young.
Got a man, that's Legette. He's into space past the 25.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 160 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Simmons.
To about the 26 here.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
A shotgun snap for Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that play is a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Simmons. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Now 2nd and 4.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Seven Pirates, here we go.
Now Young. That one complete to Leggett. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
19 Tigers.
Here's Young.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Jerome Baker in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. It's Simmons.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle they go. Simmons. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Washington, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.